Good evening, this is Bobby G Video Productions for VentureFMRadio.com, and we're here at Celebration of Our Sisters at Fairfield Halls in Croydon.
Okay, hi, I'm Yeshiba. I'm from Venture FM. I do a show called Ace African Creative Essence, and we are here in celebration of our sisters and our mothers. So could you say what's your name and what are you doing here?
Well, other than the character here, I'm Felicity Ethnic.
You are amazing. You're very well known. What would you like to say to listeners? Why is humour so important in the celebration of our culture, our mothers and our sisters?
Well, I think humour is important because we've had a lot of things that have happened, like culturally, over the years, slavery, what have you. So really, we need to laugh. We are the people that actually wear that mask. When Maya Angelou said we wear the mask of the clown, she wasn't joking. We wear that mask. We hide all the sadness and things. People always see, when it comes to black people, we're always laughing. And I know that this is not just about black people. This is about in celebration of women all over the world. But as women, we are formidable. I'm looking in the camera to tell you that. We are formidable. We are phenomenal. You understand? We have children.
Easily you just spontaneously, go into humor and laughter. But do you think, like, when we get too conscious, sometimes we could actually lose that humor and get a bit, boring? What would you say to the conscious sisters who got, all, cold face and all stoic? What would you say to them?
There's nothing wrong with being conscious. But we've got to remember that we are funny people. You understand? Humour is really our life. We have been brought up with no money. We've been brought up with sadness. There's things that have been going on in our families for years. Do you understand? We have to find a time where we can actually look back on those things and laugh because we came through it. And that's what it is. The fact that we are strong enough, especially women. When men are wimps, I'm not going to just lie. They're wimps. They get a cold, it's a big problem. You understand? We get a cold, we still function because we have to. You understand? The kids can't go to the wayside because mummy's got Nora's virus. You understand?
And the thing about our humour is it's so organic because they always say we take serious thing and make joke because we just had to laugh in order to survive.
Culturally, that is us. We do. We take serious thing and make jokes. When you live in the Caribbean and you're talking about the politics and what have you, we take joke. We make joke out of it. We know it's serious. We know we got to live it. Right now, we're living in England, and you can see what kind of dire straits we're in. The government is rubbish, and I don't care if you put this out there. The government is rubbish. They claim to be sorting out this deficit, but it's causing people a lot of problems. Do you know what I mean? People are on the breadline. You got old people that I don't think they're going to make it. The National Health Service ain't helping us again. People are paying into their pensions. You understand that they're not getting what they put in. It's hard. So we have to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine unless you got asthma.
Well, thank you so very much for speaking to Venture FM, and I'll be very happy to feature you on our African Creative Essence show and look forward to interviewing you sometime for the show live and direct. Okay, and like my mother used to say, if you can't suck mommy, suck granny. So there you go.
See it there?
You see?
Yes, see.
Okay then. All the best. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Over there because I'm going to be frosty, right?
You're going to forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Soon come, eh?
All right.
Okay.
This is Musical Genius, VentureFMRadio.com, alongside Queen Genius.
Queen Genius from VentureFMRadio.com. We're here at Fairfield Halls this evening along with the Sisters and Mothers event.
In celebration of Women's Mother's Day. Well, yeah, something like that. All right, we're here with the legendary
Victor
Romero
Evans.
Okay. What do you think of today's event?
I think it's fantastic. It's been going for many years now, and most years I come and I have a fantastic time. It's great. It's great for women and also for men to come and check it out. It's a great platform to see because we have many great and wonderful women, who are doing great things, and it's good to have a platform so that we can see these women.
That's true. So how long you been coming to this event? You've been coming for the whole 17 years?
Most of the time I've been coming.
Okay, so with this year now being the 17th year, what would you say is different about this event this time than any other time?
I can't really say what's different. You know, it's always good. That's all I can say. It's always good.
Okay, yeah.
You know, there's arts and there's stuff, people selling their wares out there, you know, arts and crafts, women who are doing, you know, jewelry and so forth, who are doing their own products, their own makeup products made from natural ingredients and so forth. So it's good on many levels.
Okay, and do you find yourself performing at any of these events?
Yeah, I've performed at a few of them, and it's, you know, it's been a great reception, you know, from the ladies.
All right, well, thank you very much for talking to us this evening.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
And also, look out for a show that we're doing called the Lovers Rock Monologues. That's Carol Thompson, Janet Kay, and myself. Hopefully we'll be doing it at Stratford Theatre Royal in June. So if you look out for Lovers Rock Monologues.
Okay, you hear that, people? What's it called again?
The Lovers Rock Monologues.
The Lovers Rock Monologues. Okay, so listen out for that, massive. Okay? All right, so thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That was Victor Romero Evans. This is VentureFMRadio.com.
This is VentureFM.com, and we're speaking to Luella. And Luella has been an inspiration to a lot of women. Ooh, yes. Yeah, Luella, what's inspired you over the years to actually do a lot of your comedy sketches?
Reality. I only talk about things that is true or has some kind of meaning, and something that can speak to the wider community, but something that we can laugh about and discuss in a way that it will make sense to people.
Okay, yeah, because I noticed from your accent that you are Barbadian, like myself. A lot of people always say that we speak quite fast and they don't understand what we're saying. So what do you think of that?
Well, I've had to turn down my talking quite a lot when I go on stage, so I slow it down so that people can understand me, because if I was really to talk the way I want to talk, nobody would understand what I say. So I have to really slow it down, so that people can hear what I asked to say.
Yeah, I understand you quite well anyway. Yeah, you have been inspiration to a lot of women, and it's nice to see you here tonight. And look forward to seeing you again. Have you got anything coming up in the near future?
I won't be Mrs. Henry anymore. Yeah, we have. I'm doing a few projects for television and film, and doing a lot of writing. So I have my character Mrs. Henry on YouTube, and we'll be doing lots more of her. So just keeping going on.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you in there. Thank you for your interview.
You're most welcome.
Because it's been a long time. How has your career been going? Where have you been recently? Just very quickly.
Fantastic. I released my album, April Showers, May Flowers, last year this time. So we've been touring all around the country, and we're going over to the States and Jamaica in the summer. So it's really nice to be able to play my music and my repertoire live. So I've really enjoyed it.
Wonderful. I'll definitely give you a plug on our show. That's the ACE African Creative Essence. And hopefully we'll be able to interview you sometime, even on the over the radio. Okay then. All right. All the best. Yes, Sister Flo is delighted to be on this side of the fence. I now work with VentureFMRadio.com. I do a show called ACE, which is African Creative Essence. And in that show, we looked at the gamut of our creativity. And so just tell us a bit about, what you do and why being here is so important to you.
Okay, well, firstly, big up, sister. It's lovely to see you. It's nice to be here first and foremost because it's a celebration of women. And as a young lady, there's been a lot of people that have inspired my life. Alongside my mother, younger artists such as your daughter, everyone's kind of, giving off a lot of good energy and sharing their creativity. So that's why it's really nice to be here. Myself, I'm a poet and a singer. Fundamentally, I love creativity, to be honest. So I do a lot of youth work as well around helping others to write their story. and express themselves, get their energy focused, especially with younger people sometimes where you're not sure what you want to do in your life, and it can kind of lead you down lots of different paths. And that happened for myself. But spoken word was like part of what brought me back into, into the being that I am now, which is really nice.
So in what way can the spoken word be a healing? I know it's to be creative, but in what way can it help to heal women and also young people?
Okay, well, I'd say the power of word full stop, when you use word in a positive way, can be empowering and can help with healing of issues that you've been through in the past, just talking them out, starting to recognize things that might have affected you in your younger days. And also just because you can tell stories, and you can tell stories of where our people come from, the generations back, what we've been through, the greatness that we are. And also we can tell our story of what we face day to day now in the Western society and stuff like that. So, it's part of learning your history, it's part of learning what can be for you, and it's just the power of talking.
Okay, just one other point. I know communication is one of the challenges we've had as a people, young people as well as women. We hold everything in. How have you helped women over the years to use that element of the creativity in order to communicate? Do you do workshops and so on?
I do workshops, yes, mostly around just expression. And I think it helps others when you see somebody doing their thing. You know what I mean? And it's always inspiring. Yeah. So I think that's predominantly how I try to help others is to share myself, really, and to share my journey. And people sometimes see, you're up there, you're doing your thing, you're cool. But it's not it's not as black and white as that. And there's times that, we, even when we're on a positive tip, we can get down, and, we sometimes might find it hard. We're struggling with finance, stuff like that. But when you see other people trying to live their journey and live their dream, and, be it from making sure that the house is clean, that's inspiring too, you know what I mean? You don't have to be up on a stage and stuff. So, different things can be definitely inspirational to each other.
Well, thank you very much. You've inspired me so much that I did try to sing on the radio show. I mean, it didn't quite come through, at your level, but I did try to vibe something. And it seems as though, the people like it. So continue to inspire others and continue to reflect their pain, their celebration and their triumphs, and you'll be helping to heal. So thank you very much, Fleur de Claro. Oh! And enjoy the rest.
Big up Venture FM.
Come on, girl, sing those hits. This is the great charisma, wonderful sister. Can sing like a bird. Watch out for her. UK's fantastic singer. Watch out for her. She's going to be kicking down some doors. New York, you got nothing on this girl, let me tell you. You got to hear her voice. Venture FM, you don't know. Give them a little bit. Go,
This is
girl.
for Venture FM.
Go ahead.
I know that when you look at me, there's so much that you just don't see. And if you would only take the time, I know in my heart you find, you'll find a girl who's scared sometimes, who isn't always wrong. Can't you see the hurt in me? I feel so all alone. I wanna run to you.
Blah, 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 blah.
I wanna run to you. Won't you hold me?
Sing it.
Hold me. Hold me.
Hold.
Keep me.
Keep me. You don't want me to sing. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Jesus, keep it.
From harm, I wanna run to you. But if I come to you.
Okay, you know what? All I've got to say is If that's what you heard it here first. Let me explain to you something. This is what you call music. This music makes you fall in love. It gives you shivers. Not that rubbish that we're hearing today that ain't making me, you know what? I don't want to put nobody down, but Rihanna's rubbish. And she needs to get out of my face. I don't know who she thinks she is. That's why she can't keep no man. Look, I know why she went back to Chris Brown, but we're not going to go there. Adventure FM, we thank you for your time. We love y'all. Kyra Simone, she's the girl, and I've been Donna Spence. Girlfriend, you ain't even been on stage yet. That's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. That's what I'm talking about.
This is VentureFMRadio.com, and this is the comical Donna Spence. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm okay. So today is, what do you call it, the ICOMS?
Yes, it's called In Celebration of My Sisters, which is its 17th year, and I've probably done it for about 5 or 6 years now.
Okay, so you did it between the 5-6 years. Tell me, what is different between 6 years ago and now?
Well, I wasn't on it 6 years ago, but every year comes with something new. The thing about Fairweather Productions, they always come with something new. There's always something different. They give you, we've had Shaka Khan over the years. You've had Heavy D. You've had, not Heavy D, sorry, the brand new Heavies. You've had so many people. You've had Alexandra O'Neill. You've had so many different people. You've had celebrities. You've had newcomers come through the door. You know, that's what they do. They open doors for new people. And every year they do that. But you've got to know that it is everybody in the audience. You can't, like how I am here is not how I am on my own shows. My own shows, my mouth don't belong to me. I have to think about what I'm going to say on the stage here.
So how do you find it special? Well, I should say, how would you say is special about being a comedian at this kind of event?
Because you know that you're picked. You know that they think that you're something, you're somebody, if you're here. Because it means that you can go through your material, and it means that they know they can trust that you're going to say something that the audience is going to want. Because you've got all different age groups there. You've got children there. And generally, I'm not a children's kind of person. You wouldn't put children in front of me because my mouth don't belong to me at the best of times. But, you know, when you're doing something like this, you know that, and it just feels good. You hit that stage. I remember the very first time I'd done ICOMS, and I remember it was in that audience as well. It was on that stage, and I remember walking and crying through the stalls because I couldn't believe it. Black people can't turn off their phone. You know that, innit?
Yeah.
Turn off their phone, innit?
I hear you.
So there's something very special when you get called to do ICOMS because you know then that you're a part of something. You're a family. Some of these people don't come out at all. They come out once a year. Because they're too busy working and doing whatever they're doing. So they come out once a year and they come for that special occasion and they know what they're going to get. They know they're going to get cupcakes on sale. They know they're going to get about charities. They know they're going to hear about great stations like Adventure FM. They're going to hear that. They know they're going to get greatness from the performers that are on. And just because you don't see a performer another time doesn't mean they weren't any good. It just means they got busy. So, you know, Celebration of Our Sisters brings exactly that. And men are so welcome. Men come and they know they're going to be loved. We don't stand up here slating men. We can't do without you. Men is something we need. We need you in our lives. We can't live without you. Why would we want to do that? So,
and vice versa, don't it?
Hey, we need you, you know? This is the place for that.
Hi, Donna. I just wanted to ask you, for yourself like a comedian, what inspiration do you have for the up-and-coming comedians? You know, like you got some young ones.
I have a thing about young comedians. You haven't lived life yet. I became a comedian at 30. And when I hear some of these 18 and 20-year-olds, I'm like, enough already, give up. Because the lowest common denominator is sex. And that's all they talk about. You have to talk about real life. There are issues. I wear a girdle to hold in my fat. Let's be real here. Let's not, you know, when I see a fat woman drinking Diet Coke, that's not really her life. She never got that fat by drinking Diet Coke. When you are a young comedian, you don't want to say that. You're too scared about what people say. So unless you're looking to be real, and there's a thin line between comedy and, drama, because you can bring things which are dramatic. Like you can talk about Whitney Houston. And you can go, poor Whitney Houston, oh my gosh, but she really did run, didn't she? You know, there's things that you can say. There's a thin line between love and hate, where it's exactly the same. So if you're going to be a comedian, you have to know it's life experiences, and you've got to come real. And I'm not saying that 20 you don't have any experiences. You've just got to be ready to be open. There are a lot of male in the business. Every year you get like an influx of about 20 guys, but there's hardly any female comics.
Yeah.
Because you've got to put yourself in the line. You lose you gain a lot. You've got a lot of people that come to you and go, oh my gosh, I was feeling that way too and whatever, but you've just got to be real. And so if you're going to come in this business, whether you're a singer, whether you are any form of artist, you've got to know your business is on the line. Yeah. Basically.
Okay, well, that's all I really had to ask you. So I just want to say thank you for this short interview.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Adventure Radio, thank you very much for having me. I wish you every success, and I'm right here if you need me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, Esther. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine now. I've managed to exhale now.
Well, I must say that was a nice little speech that you gave on stage this evening. Very, very powerful.
Thank you. Thank you. It just came from my soul. I just let the universe talk through me.
Well, as I was sitting on top of the balcony, I heard the speech that you gave, and you was there talking about your mother that was in hospital, and you're reaching out to the people in the audience for them to, reach out to express themselves and, get more closer to their parents, brothers and sisters. I found that overwhelming. I know personally myself what I've gone through, and knowing that I wasn't really close to my parents, and that speech what you gave this evening was just so beautiful. So I really liked the performance that you gave this evening, and all I can say to you is just continue, keep doing the works, continue doing works.
Thank you. I'm just enjoying it, and for me, when I speak, I speak from the soul, because a lot of the subjects that I talk about need to be talked about. We need to open up Pandora's box and let out the secrets now, because the secrets are killing not only our community, society, and it's just time now to speak our truth into every situation and know that every situation can be healed. But it doesn't also mean that you may be lovey-dovey with your mother or father after that, but it just means that you can just speak into your truth, say what's on your heart, and then just let it go.
For real. Could you please tell the listeners when your shows are, please?
Yes, my show is on a Wednesday between 8 and 10, and it's called Pillow Talk, and it's about love and relationships. And on the other side of 9, I like to take it down nice and slow, and I talk about sensuality, because it's a part of our whole, it's an important part of our whole. And sensuality is not just about sex, it's about the creative process of who we are as real divine beings. And can you imagine being really oochie-smoochy with your partner on a level of enlightenment? Magic.
Fantastic. This is our lovely Esther, who's on our station, venturefmradio.com. And of course, my name is Queen Genius. Thank you, Esther.
Thank you. Yes, you can look at what I'm about on www.esteraustinglobal.com. You're going to shortly see a range of teleseminars, workshops, and a retreat that I'm organising. And also it directs you to the holistic work that I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther.